more damp.
Welcome to Made New Farms. Today we're going to take you along with us here at the farm as we get things done around the homestead. We're going to deal with some fire and get some stuff done in the garden. I do. Yeah, it is. What are you doing?
So 2 days ago, we had some pretty good rain. We have like 6 mile an hour, 5 mile an hour rain or wind. So we're getting rid of this pile. So we're burning it. And right now I'm just trying to get everything a little more damp, just so it doesn't go too out of control, which I don't think it will, but better safe than sorry.
Okay.
So people probably think this is ridiculous with their garden hose, but the whole intent isn't to put this thing out, it's to get the perimeter soaked so it's somewhat controlled on the inside, because we don't want it coming out. Now it'll stay somewhat contained. I'm gonna move now because it's going to the hay. And it's nice that we have that dirt right there to kind of choke it out. Fire is just, if you've ever experienced a fire, they're terrifying, really. If you experience one that's not controlled, or a house fire or a shop fire, you forget how we're not really as tough as we think we are.
I just found some catnip over here and it's going crazy. We didn't plant it. I'm curious who planted it. There was a bunch of sticks and logs covering this area that we moved last summer, and it revealed this. I haven't seen this here before, so really cool that we discovered it. I know mint is very, very invasive, so we might have to be careful with it, but I'm actually going to pick some of this later and dry it because I read that catnip is really good for digestive issues. It's good for anxiety and other things like that. So it'll be nice to have in our medicinal herbal cabinet. So the deers have definitely been here, which is a bummer. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get them out of here because they are destroying the tree. So you can see where they've been chewing it. Chewing our trees, which is a real bummer because these trees looked big and beautiful, and now a lot of the leaves are off. It's another one. Thankfully, we still have some blooms coming. And we walk over here. And I chewed this one. But we still have more blooms, so we want to try to protect these that are coming. But you can see like they just chewed the leaves. This one's not as bad. But they also have it right here. And then we'll look at this one. And you can see they ate this and this. I think one right here. So if you know any advice to how to keep the deer away other than building a really tall fence, please let us know. We did buy some rodent and deer control, I guess. It's like this stuff that smells really strong. It has garlic and lemongrass and things that they just don't like, that we're going to try to put around the perimeter, at least by these trees. So hopefully it's just too strong of a smell that they don't want to come and eat our trees. We got some more trees and we need to get them. We got some more trees and we need to get the deer situation figured out first before we put them on there, because there are some fruit and these trees just look too good to let them get attacked by deer. So we're going to keep them over here before we get them planted over with the others. But we have 2 plums and 2 cherries.
So after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, the fire is pretty much complete. I'm really happy with the burn, and about 90% of this ash we can repurpose into compost. There's a small section that had pallets and nails. We're just gonna separate that, but the rest of the stuff I'm really happy with.
Hold on.
And once it comes out here, I got this super saturated, super wet, but
Oh wow, yeah, you did.
I got it super wet, and having that rain 2 days ago for 2 days. Be smart. I'm not a genius. I have some experience, but not from this. And I'm not gonna tell you because it's a secret.
Worm!
That means something.
Yeah. I'm going to take my sweet pea seedlings and get them planted in the ground. These are flowers and I'm excited to see them bloom, and I hope they smell good and I can start bringing in some bouquets into the house.
You stay, dog. Oh, eat our food. Don't eat our food.
So since these like to trellis, I'm just gonna plant them right along the border of the fence and they can grow up the fence. Where are they? In the ground.
It's the next day. We didn't do a closeout. It was a good burn. We're happy with it. It's kind of an emotional thing, just because your grandfather always wanted to burn that and delayed it for years.
Yeah.
And we finally had good weather, and one thing led to another, and we decided to do the burn.
We did it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video and hanging out with us today. If you're new here, I'm Destiny, this is Jay. We'd love for you to follow along on our homesteading journey. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. Comment where you're tuning in from, because we love to read all the comments of where in the world you're watching from.
We don't always know what we're doing,
But we're sure gonna try.
We don't always know what we're doing.
But we'll sure try.